What's up, wrestling fans? My name is Big Boy Snacks on TV, aka Wakanda Snacks One, because I got playing going on. As you can tell by the title of the thumbnail in the video, this is my WWE Raw review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content I do on the channel, because I'm on the road to 12K subscribers, and I'm on the road to monetization and become a YouTube partner. Follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my WWE SmackDown review and highlights. And thank you guys so much for coming out to my yesterday's live stream on Twitch when I was playing demos, games and demos over there live on Twitch. And that's all I gotta say. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE Raw was a good show, and I give that show a 9 out of 10. All right. WWE Raw was live from New York City, New York, Madison Square Garden. Commentary tonight with Joe Testor and Wade Barrett. The crowd was electrified, man. Then Now Forever Together. The WWE video leads us into the show. Pre-show arrivals. WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch is shown entering Madison Square Garden, and she is not pleased. Undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes is shown signing autographs for fans earlier today. We have a men's War Games face-off tonight. A black SUV arrives in the arena, and now steps Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. The ring general Gunther is back for the first time since SummerSlam, and he will face Javon Evans in the last time it's now tournament. Video package. Last week on Raw, Dirty Dominic Mysterio interrupted John Cena in his final appearance in his hometown of Boston. John Cena will go on to defeat Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship, last title that he had not won, making him a Grand Slam champion. Alright. Says WWE Intercontinental Champion John Cena kicks off Raw for the final time. And this was a good segment until Dominic Mysterio had to come out there and just messed it up. There are massive John Cena chants echoing through the hollow halls of Madison Square Garden. The WWE story home base where all the great have done battle such as Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. John Cena music hits in the WWE Intercontinental Champion comes out to a huge ovation. This is his final time on Raw as an active competitor. John Cena looks blown away by the reaction. John Cena gets in the ring and the crowd chants, "Thank you, Cena." Cena is soaking it all in and playing it up for the crowd. John Cena then throws it to Alicia Taylor, who does John Cena's specialized ring announcement. Another loud John Cena chant fires up. John Cena holds up the Intercontinental Champion. The crowd chants, "Thank you, Cena." John Cena says, "Boy, do I welcome that Arthur Sasm, but you all got it twisted. It is New York City that makes or break careers. And as I look around, I see people as far as the eyes can see. Thank you, New York City." John Cena asks if they're ready to start. The crowd responds with a resounding yes. Cena says, "Well then, Madison Square Garden, the champ is here." Another John Cena chant fires up. Cena says Madison Square Garden has allowed him to step onto the stage, and these hollow halls for 23 years. There is extra enthusiasm in the air because tonight is the last time they can talk together in Madison Square Garden and on Monday Night Raw. It is a bittersweet moment for some, but a very important moment for him. Dirty Dominic Mysterio interrupts Cena for the second straight week, this time on Cena's final Raw. The AAA Mega Champion and former Intercontinental Champion as of last week's head to the ring and does not look happy. Dominic Mysterio gets in the ring and Cena doesn't look impressed. The crowd loudly boos Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio shouts in Spanish before saying nobody wants to hear what Cena has to say. Last week, John Cena was handed a title shot just like he's been handed everything else. John Cena looks confused. Dominic Mysterio says he was fought for everything he has. The crowd is loudly booing, so Dominic Mysterio shouts at them. Dominic Mysterio says he wants a rematch for his Intercontinental Championship. John Cena says it's tough to process all the noise and confirms he wants a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. John Cena says he's not backing down on his last Monday Night Raw, but he has to do one thing. First, John Cena wants to ask New York City how they feel. John Cena asked if they want to see him face Dominic Mysterio in the world's most famous arena for the Intercontinental Championship. The crowd wants it. John Cena says if he's feeling froggy, he should jump. Dominic Mysterio gets in John Cena's face and says, "No, they already did it John Cena's way." John Cena had management on his side, his hometown, and now they'll do it in Dominic Mysterio's way. The crowd chants, "Shut the you-know-what up." John Cena tells Netflix they're saying "Choo Choo Fun Cup." John Cena asks if he wants to fight. Dominic Mysterio says they'll do it at Survivor Series in San Diego on his home turf. John Cena agrees and accepts the match. John Cena says he does have a problem though. He told the world he will have a match on his last night on Monday Night Raw. John Cena sees an opponent in the middle of the ring. John Cena tosses the title aside and suggests they fight with nothing on the line. John Cena tells Dominic Mysterio to take a chance at making history. John Cena asks, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" Finn Balor and JD Madonna of the Judgment Day head to the ring, and Dominic Mysterio smirks as they do. John Cena looks serious and takes off his hat and shirt. John Cena is prepared to fight in a 3-on-1 disadvantage. Dominic Mysterio says Cena won't get his final match on Raw, but he will get his you-know-what beat. The Judgment Day triple teams John Cena and beats him down. Sheamus runs down to the ring for the save. The Celtic Warrior attacks them, but they quickly overwhelm him. WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio then runs down. Dominic Mysterio prepares for his father. Rey Mysterio punches away at his son. John Cena throws Finn Balor out of the ring. Sheamus sends JD Madonna out of the ring. Rey Mysterio then dumps his son out of the ring. John Cena says they are going to have a 6-man tag match right now. The atmosphere in Madison Square Garden is unreal. I wish I could have been there, but the price for nosebleeds was wild. I was John Cena's first WrestleMania there in 2004. Sad I couldn't be there for the final one. Tickets price are awful. Happy for John Cena though. Hashtag WWE Raw. So we go to commercial break. So we get a 6-man tag team match. WWE Grand Slam, WWE Intercontinental Champion. WWE Grand Slam Intercontinental Champion John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio versus the Judgment Day AAA Mega Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and JD Madonna. This was a fun 6-man tag team match. We joined John Cena's final Raw match in progress. The Judgment Day is taking it to Sheamus, beating the Celtic Warrior down in the corner. Finn Balor chokes Sheamus on the ropes until the referee backs him up. JD Madonna then hits a leg drop over the bottom rope. JD Madonna tags in and shoulders away at JD Madonna's midsection. Finn Balor tags in and hits a slingshot stomp. Dominic Mysterio tags in and hits a slingshot senton for a 1 count. JD Madonna tags in and hits a springboard seated moonsault for a 2 count. JD Madonna applies a front face lock, but Sheamus fires up and punches out. JD Madonna quickly hits a jawbreaker and tags Finn Balor back in. Finn Balor and JD Madonna whip Sheamus into the corner, but he pops out with a double clothesline. Rey Mysterio tags in and punches his son off the apron. Rey Mysterio takes it to Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. Finn Balor and JD Madonna, hitting JD Madonna with the head scissors take over. Rey Mysterio drops Finn Balor onto the middle rope. Finn Balor goes for a 619, but Dominic Mysterio trips his spotter. Rey Mysterio hits his son with a baseball slide, and Finn Balor attacks him from behind. Finn Balor slides Rey Mysterio out of the ring onto his sternum on the floor. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, we see Finn Balor hit Rey Mysterio with a falling elbow drop for a 2 count. Finn Balor punches Sheamus off the apron. Finn Balor gets Rey Mysterio into his corner, but Rey Mysterio fights out. Rey Mysterio goes for the second rope, but JD McDonagh grabs his ankle. Finn Balor goes for a German suplex, but Rey Mysterio counters with their rolling throw into JD McDonagh's crotch. John Cena tags into a massive ovation. The last time is now. John Cena hits his trademark double flying shoulder tackle, followed by a back suplex powerbomb for the final time. John Cena tells JD McDonagh that he can't see him, and he hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. John Cena goes for the attitude adjustment, but JD McDonagh lands on his feet. JD McDonagh headbutts John Cena in the face. Sheamus drops JD McDonagh with a knee caper. Finn Balor hits Sheamus with a sling blade. Rey Mysterio hits Finn Balor with a seated senton before Dominic Mysterio takes Rey Mysterio out with a super kick. JD McDonagh goes to the top rope and hits John Cena with a moonsault. Finn Balor immediately follows up with a coup de grace. Dominic Mysterio hits a false splash and covers. 1-2, Sheamus and Rey Mysterio breaks up the pin. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Rey Mysterio drops Dominic Mysterio into the ropes for a 619, but Finn Balor and JD McDonagh pull him out of the ring. John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio put them into the ring and hit all three of them with the 10 beats of the battle. That 30 beats, John Cena hits JD McDonagh with a back suplex powerbomb. Sheamus and Finn Balor with the Irish Curse backbreaker. Rey Mysterio hits his son with the inverted atomic drop before taking him down. John Cena sets up for the one huge 5-knuckle shuffle, but Sheamus stops him. John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio then hit them with the 5-knuckle shuffle. That's 15 knuckles. Rey Mysterio drops Finn Balor and JD McDonagh into the ropes and hits a double 619. Sheamus hits Finn Balor with the bro kick, and John Cena immediately follows it up with the AA on JD McDonagh for the win. The winners of the match by pinfall: John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio. This was a fun 6-man tag team match, but I wish John Cena would hit a 619. I'm saying I wish John Cena would have hit the 619. But anyway, fun 6-man tag team match. That's all I gotta say. John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio celebrate and heads up the ramp. Heads up the aisleway. They pose with John Cena, who just dropped his final Madison Square Garden and Raw appearance. John Cena says that's all, and that's all she wrote. Indeed, it is. All right, a really fun 6-man tag team match with John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio beating the Judgment Day. There was a lot of fan surfacing, but it was nicely done. The crowd loved it, as did I. Great way to say goodbye. Hashtag WWE. Now I believe that John Cena is going to win that Survivor Series to retain his Intercontinental Championship, and that's just my opinion. But what if Rey Mysterio turns heel against John Cena, or what if Liv Morgan costs Dominic Mysterio the Intercontinental Championship because Liv Morgan is still pissed off at Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez? That's just my prediction, but I could be wrong. Replay last Friday on SmackDown. Drew McIntyre returned to help the Vision and Logan Paul beat up on Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. Raw General Manager office. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is with SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis is complaining about Drew McIntyre. Paul Heyman walks in and says he sensed the heat. They're angry, and Paul Heyman apologized. They're responsible for enforcing the rules and regulations. Paul Heyman acted within those. Paul Heyman said he has respect for both of them, and if they think that this fourth pick of Drew McIntyre pissed them off, wait until they see what he has in store for them. Paul Heyman hands Adam Pearce a folder and walks off. Adam Pearce opens it, and both he and Nick Aldis look up in frustration. Apparently, it's Brock Lesnar. So we already knew the answer is Brock Lesnar. All right. Back and by the way, why was Paul Heyman was on that WrestleMania 42 poster? Anyway, backstage segment. Women's World Champion Stephanie McCurry is angrily walking backstage. She addresses Nikki Bella's attack next. Commercial break. We see the Netflix Bolga in Madison Square Garden. Comedian Eric Andre is shown at ringside. Ashley Cook, who sang God Bless America before Raw started, is there. And the Philadelphia Eagles are showing at ringside, and they get loudly booed. The New York Giants, including Cam, Skate Boo, are there with comedian Andrew Skull. Video package. Yeah, video package during the break. The Judgment Day got into it with Skull Skate Boo, and the Giants, and they brought. Alright. Women's World Champion Stephanie McCurry addresses the Nikki Bella attack. Jackie Redmond is in the ring and says she has some questions for the Women's World Champion Stephanie McCurry. Video package. Last week on Raw, Nikki Bella turned on Stephanie McCurry after a successful title defense against Raquel Rodriguez. Women's World Champion Stephanie McCurry makes her entrance, but she is quickly attacked from behind by WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella slams her into the lead video wall. Nikki Bella says she didn't come back to cheer on the sideline or be her sidekick. Nikki Bella is back to reclaim what's hers this division. Nikki Bella thanks Stephanie McCurry for reminding her who she is. Stephanie McCurry will be giving her a match for that Women's World Championship. Not only that, she will bow down to the women who changed this entire industry. Nikki Bella holds up the title. Nikki Bella asks, "Comprende, mamacita?" Nikki Bella throws the title onto Stephanie McCurry and walks off. Nikki Bella did not change the entire industry, so that was cap. You know what I'm saying? But Stephanie McCurry is going to retain the title at Survivor Series. I already know. Nice and easy heel segment with Nikki Bella attacking Stephanie McCurry after her extending John Cena goodbye stuff dominated most of the first hour of WWE Raw. It was nice to have something quick to settle things down. Alright. Video package. Last Friday on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair declined to be part of Rhea Ripley's team for War Games. She doesn't trust Rhea Ripley. Later in the night, they were attacked by the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax, and Last Legend. Backstage segment. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are walking backstage when they bump into the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka says she's willing to let the past go and have Bayley be their fifth member for War Games. Bayley laughs and says no. Asuka isn't happy. Kairi Sane says, "You can't see me." That part was funny. Lyra Kira says she's proud of Bayley, but Bayley's expression suggests her mood has changed. Bayley asks if she's 5 and calls her an idiot. That backstage promo was funny. Solo Sikoa makes his way to the ring alongside Tala Tonga. He'll be in the Last Time Is Now tournament next. Solo Sikoa will face a mystery opponent next. Commercial break. Solo Sikoa will be facing Dolph Ziggler. It has been 2 years since Dolph Ziggler left. It has been 2 years since Dolph Ziggler left WWE, but Dolph Ziggler should never have left. All right. The Last Time Is Now tournament first round match. Solo Sikoa coming by Tala Tonga versus Dolph Ziggler. And this match, it was great to see Dolph Ziggler back. But this match right here, I ain't even gonna lie, this was a decent match in my opinion. So Friday night on SmackDown, you had Zack Ryder come back to lose to LA Knight. And then fast forward to Monday Night Raw, you had Dolph Ziggler returns to WWE Raw to make him lose against Solo Sikoa. But Dolph Ziggler should have won this match. But anyway, the bell rings and the crowd chants welcome back. Dolph Ziggler ducks and attacks and punches away at Soul Sikoa. Soul Sikoa runs him over with a shoulder tackle and shakes the ropes. Soul Sikoa lifts Ziggler, but he slides off and drop kicks him. Dolph Ziggler hits an avalanche and hits a neck breaker, followed by an elbow drop. Dolph Ziggler applies John Cena's FTF, but Soul Sikoa quickly gets the bottom rope. Soul Sikoa pulls out of the ring. So Dolph Ziggler fires off the apron with a diving clothesline. Dolph Ziggler bounces his face off the commentary table twice before putting him in the ring. Dolph Ziggler goes to the top rope and hits a diving elbow for a drop for a 2 count. Elbow drop for a 2 count. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Soul Sikoa has Dolph Ziggler grounded. Dolph Ziggler fights back and goes for a famouser, but Soul Sikoa counters it to a Samoa drop for a 2 count. Soul Sikoa has Dolph Ziggler in the corner and backs up for a running hip attack, but Dolph Ziggler moves. Dolph Ziggler elbows and boots him back before hitting a spike DDT. Dolph Ziggler follows up with a blinded ambition famouser for a 2 count. Dolph Ziggler goes for a zigzag, but Soul Sikoa holds the ropes. Soul Sikoa connects with a spinning solo for a near fall. Soul Sikoa set up for a Samoan spike, but Dolph Ziggler ducks and rolls him up for a near fall. Dolph Ziggler dives his head first into the ring post and hits a zigzag 1-2. Soul Sikoa barely kicks out. The crowd chants, "Ref, you suck." Dolph Ziggler gets himself fired up and starts to tune up the band. Soul Sikoa blocks a sweet chin music, but Dolph Ziggler fights out and hits it anyway. Soul Sikoa quickly knocks him back and hits a Samoan spike for the win. The winner by pinfall, Soul Sikoa. This was a decent match, but Dolph Ziggler should have won. But I'm glad to see Dolph Ziggler back. And that was a highlight moment of the night when Dolph Ziggler came to Monday Night Raw. That was a highlight moment of the night. Great to see Dolph Ziggler / Nick Nemeth making an appearance in Madison Square Garden and gets that pop after what happened to Matt Cardona last week. I didn't have high hopes for his chance, but it was nice he had a chance to shine. Dolph Ziggler will be great on the roster. Hashtag WWE Raw. Video package Javon Evans highlight reel. Javon Evans of NXT will face Gunther in the last time it's now tournament. Backstage segment. A dejected Alexa Bliss is walking backstage, so we go to commercial break. Lil Yachty is showing at ringside. Aljamain Sterling of the UFC is also there. Lin-Manuel Miranda, the creator of Hamilton, is there, along with Stephanie McMahon and her podcast co-host. So we get Alexa Bliss addresses Charlotte Flair leaving War Games. Alexa Bliss is already in the ring. Alexa Bliss says she's been trying to get in touch with Charlotte Flair, but she's blowing her off. Alexa Bliss cannot believe that Charlotte Flair is doing this after all they've been through. She knows Charlotte Flair despite all the warnings. Charlotte Flair is trying to prove her wrong. Alexa Bliss says Charlotte Flair has never cared about liking someone like Rhea Ripley. Alexa Bliss has gone to hell and back for her. Alexa Bliss is furious. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, head to the ring with Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Asuka screams at Alexa Bliss. Nia Jax says, "Yeah, Alexa Bliss," what she said. Nia Jax says Alexa Bliss is alone in the ring like a loser. They start to circle the ring. "This is my brutality." Rhea Ripley and Io Sky head to the ring to help Alexa Bliss on the 4-on-3 disadvantage leads to the Warriors. Leads to Kabuki Warriors. Nia Jax, Lash Legend beating Rhea Ripley and Io Sky and Alexa Bliss down. Lash Legend crushes Alexa Bliss with a big right hand. Charlotte Flair then runs down for the save. Charlotte Flair is holding a kendo stick. Charlotte Flair hits Nia Jax and Lash Legend with a kendo stick. Charlotte Flair unloads on Lash Legend with the kendo stick, knocking her out of the ring. Charlotte Flair helps Alexa Bliss up and takes her to the I'm sorry, knocking her out of the ring. Charlotte Flair helps Alexa Bliss up and talks to her. Charlotte Flair looks over at Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. The funny part was Io Sky hugging Rhea Ripley. That was a funny part, so I was laughing at that. Alright. I just can't pull myself into investing in the Alexa Bliss and / Charlotte Flair partnership. Hashtag WWE Raw. Later tonight, we'll have a men's War Games face-off. The commentators then run down the Survivor Series card. The video package. John Cena talks about being in front of polarizing crowd. John Cena wanted to give the consumer what they wanted. WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch heads to the ring. She'll face Maxxine Dupri next. So we go to commercial break. So we get the next match. WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. The man Becky Lynch versus Maxxine Dupri. This match was trash. This was a trash match, but it had a good ending. The bell rings as Becky Lynch is angrily posing with the bell. Becky Lynch turns and Maxxine Dupri floors her with a big boot for a 2 count. Becky Lynch reverses a whip, but she lowers her head and eats a kick. Maxxine Dupri then runs her over. Maxxine Dupri heads to the top rope, but Becky Lynch cuts her off and flips her down to the mat. Becky Lynch avalanches her in the corner and stomps her down. Becky Lynch gets into Jessica Carr's face before attempting a manhandle slam on Maxxine Dupri. Maxxine Dupri fights it due Becky Lynch hits a reverse DDT backbreaker. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Maxxine Dupri gets fired up and hits a pair of diving shoulders before hitting a spin kick for a near fall. Maxxine Dupri hits a snap fisherman suplex before pulling the straps down. Maxxine Dupri steps off Becky Lynch's back and hits a leg drop. Becky Lynch quickly kicks her away before the ankle lock gets applied. Becky Lynch attacks and hits a reverse DDT for a 2 count. Maxxine Dupri punches away at Becky Lynch in the corner, but Becky Lynch fires back with a cross arm breaker. Maxxine Dupri bridges out and attempts an ankle lock. Becky Lynch rolls her over and goes for an arm, goes after the arm. Maxxine Dupri eventually applies the ankle lock and grabs the leg. Becky Lynch managed to fight out. Becky Lynch kicks her in the arm and hits a manhandle slam. 1-2. Maxxine Dupri gets a foot on the bottom rope. Becky Lynch gets in Jessica Carr's face and pokes her in the chest. Jessica Carr pushes her hand aside and warns her. Becky Lynch attacks Maxxine Dupri and tosses her out of the ring before telling Jessica Carr to count. As Jessica Carr counts, Becky Lynch begins to take off the top turnbuckle pad. All of a sudden, AJ Lee music hits. AJ Lee skips down to ringside. Becky Lynch isn't happy. Becky Lynch turns and Maxxine Dupri hits her with a diving crossbody. 1, 2, 3. The winner by pinfall and your new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Maxxine Dupri. The match itself was trash, but it had a good moment when Maxxine Dupri won the Intercontinental Champion. That was a good moment for Maxxine Dupri, but the match itself was trash. Wow, no way I saw any of that coming. AJ Lee made a surprise appearance and distracts Becky Lynch to let Maxxine Dupri win the Women's Intercontinental title. I wonder if Becky Lynch will be disappearing for a bit after a match with AJ Lee. Hashtag WWE Raw. Commercial break. Former NFL player Brandon Marshall is at ringside. Actor stuntman Chuck Zito is also there. Gabriel Iglesias is shown, and he gets a big reception. So we get the last time is now. First round match. Javon Evans NXT versus the Ring General Gunther. And this was a very good match. Javon Evans is the future of WWE. Javon Evans has that dog in him. And that's all I gotta say. This was a good match. And this was the match of the night in my opinion. This is Gunther's first match since losing the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Gunther comes out to his original theme music. Gunther quickly wrenches the arm and takes Javon Evans down. Javon Evans fights back, so Gunther puts him on the apron and pats him on the head. Javon Evans punches back at him and slaps him in the face. Gunther furiously puts him in the corner, but Javon Evans turns him around and chops him. Gunther shakes him off and big boots him down before ripping his shirt off. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Gunther is playing with his food and challenging Javon Evans to fight back. Gunther shoves him to the corner, so Javon Evans knocks him back and rocks him with a drop kick. Gunther blocks a second drop kick and applies a Boston Crab. A Y2J chant picks up as the crowd mistakes a Boston Crab for the walls of Jericho. Javon Evans fights out, so Gunther hits a backbreaker. Gunther punches him into the ropes and forearms him in the lower back. Javon Evans fights back again and hits a super kick. Javon Evans goes for a springboard hurricanrana, but Gunther tries to counter with a powerbomb. Javon Evans counters with a hurricanrana into a pin for a 2 count. Javon Evans hits him with a spinning kick to the skull, knocking the ring general knocking the ring general out of the ring. Javon Evans goes for a suicide dive, but Gunther catches him and slams him into the lead apron. So we go to commercial break. We return from the commercial break to see both men down. Javon Evans gets to his feet and punches away at Gunther. Javon Evans hits a fury of punches and chops until Gunther chops him down. Gunther pulls him up, so Javon Evans kicks him in the head. Javon Evans sets up for the springboard, but Gunther hits a big boot. Gunther goes for a vertical suplex, but Javon Evans counters into a stunner. Javon Evans knocks him out of the ring and dives over the top rope with a beautiful plancha. Javon Evans gets Gunther in the ring and hits a diving crossbody block. Javon Evans heads to the top rope and hits a huge frog splash for a near fall. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Javon Evans gets up and does a springboard dive, but Gunther forearms him in the head. Gunther connects with a sleeper hold suplex before hitting a stiff powerbomb 1-2. Javon Evans kicks out. Gunther elbows away at him and applies a sleeper hold. Javon Evans tries to fight out of it and sits up, but Gunther pulls him down. Javon Evans taps out. The winner by submission, the ring general Gunther. This was the match of the night between Javon Evans and Gunther. This was a good match. With Gunther going back to his old theme, there is no way he could lose. Still, he and Javon Evans had an awesome match. I didn't get to watch WWE NXT as much. I like to. Javon Evans is awesome. Hashtag WWE, which is I agree. But Javon Evans has that dog within him, has that dog in him. And that's all I gotta say. Javon Evans is the future of the WWE. You know what I'm saying? In my honest opinion, Javon Evans will fit raw with the Raw roster, but it is what it is. That's just my opinion. But Javon Evans has that dog in him. And Javon Evans is the future of the WWE. I don't care what nobody says. Javon Evans is the future of WWE. Yeah, I said it. Fight me in the comment section. Alright, anyway, backstage interview. Jackie Redmond is backstage with WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Maxxine Dupri and AJ Lee. Maxxine Dupri is so happy. AJ Lee says she hates a bully and wanted to even the odds. Otis and Akira Tozawa pulled Maxxine Dupri away. Jackie Redmond asks AJ Lee if she's staying. AJ Lee says Becky Lynch lights a fire in her. Entirely, she wanted to help her husband, but now she's thinking about it. Rhea Ripley walks up to AJ Lee and asks to talk. It's up. AJ Lee is gonna be the 5th member of the War Games of Team Rhea Ripley. I already know it's up. So AJ Lee is gonna be the 5th member at War Games. So I already know. And what was Otis and Akira doing backstage? They should have been at ringside celebrating with Maxxine Dupri. Akira Tozawa and Oda should have been celebrating with Maxxine Dupri when she won the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Alright. Let me take a sip of my water before I continue. Alright. Next Monday on Raw. Last Time Is Now tournament. Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes or Big Bronson Reed. Last Time Is Now. Soul Squad versus Finn Balor or Penta. Men's War Games Advantage match. The Vision, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre head to the ring. So we go to commercial break. Alright. So we get the Men's War Games face off. Paul Heyman is in the ring with Paul Heyman is in the ring with Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and the Vision, Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Reed. Paul Heyman introduces everyone in the ring, including the tribal thief Bronson Reed. Paul Heyman has walked the Dangerous Alliance, the Samoan SWAT team, the Freebirds, and the Bloodline to the ring for the War Games. This is the greatest assembly of talent ever put together for the War Games. War Heavyweight Champion CM Punk's music hits. CM Punk walks down the aisle before he joins by Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso, who enter through the crowd. Then they join the undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. CM Punk and the Usos get on the ring apron before getting into the ring and brawling with the Vision. Drew McIntyre and Paul Heyman and Logan Paul. Logan Paul punches CM Punk down as the rest brawl at ringside. CM Punk quickly puts Logan Paul in the corner and hits a high knee, and then connects with a bulldog. CM Punk signals for the end, but Brock Lesnar's music hits. I already knew it. Showstar TV calls in this live stream. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Alright. The Beast Incarnate heads down to the ring. CM Punk prepares for a fight. Brock Lesnar smiles at the World Heavyweight Champion as he gets in the ring. CM Punk goes after him, but Brock Lesnar viciously suplexes him down. Brock Lesnar hits another suplex and kicks CM Punk out of the ring. Cody Rhodes gets in the ring and faces off with one of the greatest rivals. Cody Rhodes punches Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar drops him with a German suplex. Brock Lesnar gets up and hits Cody Rhodes with a second German suplex before kicking him out of the ring. Brock Lesnar stands tall as the show credits comes up. Roman Reigns heads to the ring. The OTC Roman Reigns heads to the ring. The OTC Roman Reigns heads to the ring to face off against one of his greatest rivals. Roman Reigns gets in the ring, and Brock Lesnar stares at him. The crowd is buzzing. Paul Heyman is in the middle of the shot at ringside, smiling away. They stare before Roman Reigns ducks an attack and hits a Superman punch that sends Brock Lesnar flying out of the ring. Security personnel run down to maintain order. Bronson Reed attacks Roman Reigns from behind and takes out the security. Bronson Reed drops an elbow on Roman Reigns before going to the top rope, but Roman Reigns knocks him to the floor with a Superman punch. So I'm glad Roman Reigns got his get back on Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns gets out of the ring, but security holds him back. Paul Heyman confronts him, but CM Punk chokes him with a candlestick. Roman Reigns then runs past security and hits Bronson Reed and some chops with a spear through the barricade. The show ends in chaos. A really strong closing segment. I love the closing segment. A really strong closing segment with the two big returns. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I think this is like the fourth time this year that Roman Reigns has returned in a similar fashion to this, but it keeps working, so I guess you go with it. This is Monster War Games lineup. #WWE. It was chaos everywhere. This was a show worthy of Madison Square Garden. It felt like a big deal. we had some huge moments, particularly with John Cena and the big return at the end. Can't forget about the surprise Maxxine Dupri won. That was a highlight of the night with a good moment. With a good moment, but the Maxxine versus Becky Lynch, the match itself was trash. But it had a good moment when Maxxine Dupri won. All thanks to the help of AJ Lee. And AJ Lee looks amazing, man. That's all I gotta say. AJ Lee looks amazing tonight. That's all I gotta say, in my opinion. How about Dolph Ziggler and Javon Evans? I love this show. Hashtag WWE. I'm so glad that Dolph Ziggler showed up on Monday Night Raw, but it's been like 2 years. But you made Dolph Ziggler return to Raw just to have Dolph Ziggler to lose to Soul Sikoa. That's the same thing that happened when Zack Ryder showed up on SmackDown and he lost to LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm also glad to see Dolph Ziggler. I remember when Dolph Ziggler cashed in his Money in the Bank on Alberto Del Rio. That crowd got Dolph Ziggler got a huge pop from the crowd when Dolph Ziggler cashed his Money in the Bank on Alberto Del Rio to become the World Heavyweight Championship. I remember that in decades. I remember that. Alright. And let me read the quick match results. WWE Intercontinental Champion John Cena, Sheamus, and Rey Mysterio defeated the Judgment Day AAA Mega Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, JD Madonna in a 6-man tag team match. That was a fun 6-man tag team match. Soul Sikoa defeated Dolph Ziggler. Decent match. TNA in a first round match of the Last Time Is Now tournament. Maxxine Dupri defeated the man Becky Lynch to win the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Like I stated earlier, the match was trash, but it had a good moment. So congratulations to Maxxine Dupri. The Ring General Gunther defeated Javon Evans NXT in a first round match of the Last Time Is Now tournament. And that was the match of the night between Javon Evans and Gunther. But like I stated earlier, Javon Evans is the future of the WWE, and Javon Evans has that dog in him, and Javon Evans is the future of the WWE. So put some respect on Javon Evans' name. And that's all I gotta say from here. And WWE Raw goes off the air. All right, let me give my honest opinion what I think about WWE Raw. So WWE Raw was a good show, and I give that show a 9 out of 10. If you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review on highlights, make sure you guys please watch the video from the beginning all towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content I do on the channel, because I'm on the road to 12K and becoming a YouTube partner for the very first time. Make sure you guys please run my watch hours, please. That will help with the watch time hours. But I am gonna miss John Cena when he retires in December 13th. So without John Cena, it won't be no "you can't see me." So that's all I gotta say. I am gonna miss John Cena in December 13th when he retires, man. And that's all I gotta say. I'm a huge fan of John Cena, man. That's all I gotta say. The greatest of all time, 17-time world champion. 17-time world champion. But John Cena is a Grand Slam Intercontinental Champion, so I will miss John Cena when he retires in December 13th. So it is what it is. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review on highlights, make sure you guys please watch the video, leave a like, and comment what you guys think on Monday Night Raw. WWE Raw was a good show, and I give that show a 9 out of 10. I'll give that show a 9 out of 10. WWE Raw was out for Madison Square Garden. It is what it is. So I had a good time watching Monday Night Raw with Showstopper TV. So shout out to my boy Showstopper TV for going live on YouTube as well too. For WWE Raw, for New York Madison Square Garden for John Cena's final Raw appearance. So that's all I gotta say. And I just want to take the time out of my night. But thank you guys for coming out to my live stream yesterday when I was playing games and demos live on Twitch yesterday. I did raid Sharon and I raided everybody else, man. So that's all I gotta say. I raided my boy Radvax as well too. Shout out to my boy Radvax, Sharon, and all that. That's for my Twitch community, and that's all I gotta say from there. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some WWE NXT NXT Gold Rush Watch Along live reactions. That's all I gotta say. But I'll see you guys tonight for my upcoming world premiere at 4:00 a.m. 4:00 a.m. on YouTube for my WWE Raw with me on highlights. That's all I gotta say. So I'll see you guys tonight for my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Raw with me on highlights. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I will see you guys tomorrow live on Twitch for some WWE NXT Gold Rush live, watch along live, and reactions. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.